भारती ही हैं।
उन्मा बड़ा कर रही है गवारा।
जवाब तो देना ही पड़ेगा।
देखिए महारानी सीजन 4 सोनी लिव पर। Legends assemble, rising stars align, and the battle ignites on Sony Liv as Europe's elite will clash in the qualifiers and witness the final shot for Ronaldo chasing his last World Cup dream. Watch European qualifiers match day 9 and 10 live on Sony Liv.
बंगाल पीपल्स फ्रंट की नेशनल एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी ने सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से अपना सपोर्ट वापस लेने का डिसीजन लिया है।
Who's our best chance, Murad?
Only one person, sir.
Mr. Prime Minister, your proposal is rejected.
I will not allow people walking over me without repercussion.
Jeta.
देखिए महारानी सीजन 4 सोनी लिव पर।
कश्मीर की नई पहचान की शुरुआत कैसे हो सकती है ये मुझे पता है। सर हमें एक प्रोफेशनल फुटबॉल क्लब की जरूरत है कि यहाँ कबाड़ खाने में तुम कश्मीर का रियल मैड्रिड बनाओगे। यहाँ भी लोगों को सिर्फ काम नहीं सर, इज्जत भी मिलेगी। सर वही इज्जत जिसके लिए कश्मीरी बरसों से तरस रहे हैं।
Bring football back to Kashmir.
रानी ये नहीं जानती कि उससे खतरा बाहर से कम, भीतर से ज्यादा है।
पीएम की कुर्सी से गिराने वाली अगर कोई है तो वो केवल रानी भारती ही हैं।
उन्मा बड़ा कर रही है गवारा।
जवाब तो देना ही पड़ेगा।
देखिए महारानी सीजन 4 सोनी लिव पर।
सर ये डीएफओ कप क्या है?
पूरे इंडिया की फुटबॉल टीम खेल रही है।
कश्मीर के बिना पूरा इंडिया कैसे होगा? सर हमें एक प्रोफेशनल फुटबॉल क्लब की जरूरत है कि यहाँ कबाड़ खाने में तुम कश्मीर का रियल मैड्रिड बनाओ। यहाँ भी लोगों को सिर्फ काम नहीं सर, इज्जत भी मिलेगी जिसके लिए कश्मीरी बरसों से तरस रहे हैं।
India A must be smarting. In this Group B encounter against their biggest rivals Pakistan A, one has to say eventually that innings went in Pakistan A's favour. Because if we take a look at the scorecard, this is the lowest total in the tournament so far at 136, and it's the first time a team has been all out throughout the tournament. This, in fact, is the sixth match of the DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars 2025. Vaibhav Suryavanshi did lay down the marker at the start, but when he got out at 91, since then it was all trouble because 8 wickets were lost for 45 runs in the next 57 deliveries. The likes of Shahid Aziz, the likes of Ma Sadakat, the likes of Saad Masood coming to the fore and restricting the Indian batters to a mere target of 137. So there you have it, the equation is set. In the stipulated 20 overs at the West End Park International Cricket Stadium, Pakistan A need 137 runs to win and go to the top of the table. A huddle, a moment of inspiration as Jitesh Sharma would look to rally his charges. It's all down to the bowlers now. How effective were the Pakistan bowlers in those middle overs? How they managed to bring things back. Perhaps you could take inspiration from that. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, when he got out at 45, it seemed like India A were poised for a big total. But then that collapse came. Like a cycle stand, when one cycle was kicked, everything fell apart. And so the chase begins. Ready to walk out in front of the expectant fans, Ma Sadakat coming through on the back of that 96 not out and buoyed by the confidence of taking a couple of wickets. In his 22nd match, scored his highest score in the previous encounter itself against Oman. Has 450s to his name, and that strike rate of 141 is a warning sign for any bowler. him. This is Mohammad Naeem. Plenty of experience in this format. His 119th match. 405 runs, would want to better that. But a strike rate of 160 means he loves to attack in the power play. He has 350, so he's best of 65. Well, Gurjapneet was very effective in the previous match and has been handed the new ball by Jitesh Sharma, the lanky left-arm fast bowler. There you have it. It's a target of 137 in 20 overs for Pakistan A to complete. Commentary box, I'm joined by Salman Bhatt. Salman, what a comeback by Pakistan A.
Thank you, Atisha. Wonderful performance by the bowlers. I think they've laid down a platform for the batters to come out and get to a target, which obviously they would have taken if offered. 136 India got, and 137 is what Pakistan will look to hunt down.
Goes wide, and the umpire thinks too as well.
Short and wide, the first ball. Pakistan off the mark with an extra.
And the ironic part is there were no extras by the Pakistan bowlers, and here it starts off with wide.
How come it's ironic? It's good.
No, I was just trying to point out the irony of how this innings has begun and how that innings ended.
Well,
touche, Salman. Slashes at it. Oh, dropped! Dropped at point.
Firmly struck, and the fielder at point unable to collect that. They're never easy in this position. It's one of the toughest places to field, so the best fielders are put there. And look at him go. Airborne, one-handed. Could have been a marvellous take, not to be. Mohammad Sadakat with luck on his side and form flowing. This is the chance that he should avail now.
Exactly what happened with Vaibhav Suryavanshi in the previous match. First delivery was dropped.
And I think Pakistan caught really well.
The fielding was on point as well, especially that catch by Faik. Off the mark, Naeem as well now.
I think Pakistan have to be sensible. There are no demons in the pitch. It's touch on the slower side, and they should know as a bowling side what sort of bowling they should expect from India.
Great effort by Nehal Vadera. Great effort. Sprawling to his right. He took flight. You can see the disappointment on his face. He's a gun fielder, there is no doubt. Slip in place for Gurjapneet as he bangs the ball in.
Off a length. It was well struck, but straight to the fielder at mid-off. 3 for no loss. Pakistan of the first 3 deliveries. Both the batters off the mark, betting on one each. Niazi looks relaxed, comfortable, opting to bowl first and getting India all out. Not a frequent sight.
In a miss, and missed the stumps as well. His reaction tells you how close it was.
No need for that. No need for that. Absolutely. He is in form. He just needs to be around and he'll get his opportunity to score. This one was brought back in. He hit the mighty slog, missing it altogether. Yeah. That's not a shot that you associate with a batter like Mohammad Sadakat. There's too much talent to play such sort of a stroke.
Change of pace. And we saw this as the roadmap from Pakistani bowlers. It's already been deployed here.
Yeah, I mean, Mohammad Sadakat and the company need to be sensible. Shots like these is what will keep the batters interested.
Yeah, uses his height to generate bounce. We know he's tall towers over everybody else, has a back of the hand slower ball, which we will get to see because the slow deliveries are so effective. And during the death overs, expect a few Yorkers by Gurjapneet. Slashes at it, does Mohammad Naeem. Trying to hit it through mid-wicket, goes to square leg. At the end of the first, it's 5 without loss. Well, they scored the highest score of the tournament in the previous match, and so far, this is the lowest score in the DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars 2025, all of 136, and the first time a team has been bundled out.
Pressure games, tense games always tell you a different story on the same track. We saw 65 sixes on this very pitch the first day. Good start by Yash, bowling in the business area. And Naeem and Maz need to keep communicating. There should be no panic. It's not a big total to get. Just they can ease in this chase. Just play on merits. Yash Thakur, a lot of experience, 66 games, 89 wickets, economy, which is not great, not bad. 5 for 30, his best.
Slower delivery, picked up. What a shot that is. Naeem.
Yeah, he's signaling that he has picked the slow one. And he's gone over square leg. This is one of the regions that he likes to go big at. And this time he had the length on his side. And yes, a slow one, which was well picked and timed. Got a couple of 50s in the PSL this time around. And known as somebody who's ultra aggressive. He just needs to be kept a little cool at the crease.
Just a little sighter. Trying to rush the batter. Nehal Vadera there once more in focus.
But this is good running after a 6. Just stabbing the ball with soft hands, and a good call from Maz Sadakat. Completing the run much easily. Let's have a look at this. It was well struck though. But then the fielder, I think, got the ball in the wrong hand, not the strong one.
Odd choice of throw, but you picked that up. Things are getting nervy. Already you can feel the tension.
You want to feel, you can feel anything. It's only 137. That's what they need to look at.
Strays down leg and punished. Sadakat with his first boundary.
That should calm down both of these batters. They have a boundary each now, 6 to Naeem and 4 now to Sadakat. And yes, this time straying on the legs. And that's one place where it's mostly trouble in this format. With fine legs mostly up in the circle, anything on his right and left is bound to cross the roads.
Not the best start by the Indian bowlers if you're trying to defend 136. Certain section of fans, of course, would be expressing joy.
This battle always brings twists. So we shall see how well Pakistan counter if there is any sort of pressure in them. Well bowled, quick off the surface, and extremely well played, and there's a misfield. Oh, that is a bit careless.
I can't afford to be lackadaisical in such a situation. Suyash Sharma wouldn't want to look at his captain after this.
Just got into a very, very relaxed position. Not the way you pick up a ball in a cricket game. He's thinking about what to do when he comes onto the ball, and sometimes get lost in those thoughts.
There is no doubt he'd have a big role to play. It's ticking away towards Surya Sharma once more. This time, he collects 15. At the end of 2, Pakistan A have 19 runs without a wicket. Must be a happy camper with the efforts in the field as Gurjapneet gets his second over. Starts off with that back of the hand slower delivery, deceptive as they come.
It is well bowled, and you expect this on the surface from the bowlers. Change of pace every now and then. Fingers rolled over, off cutters behind, bowling from behind the fingers, and this was one. Sadakat is not getting into good shape to hit the ball. He just needs to look at the ball till the end.
Also because he's so tall, perhaps picking out that back of the hand slow ball becomes even more difficult. This time full pace, big appeal.
Too high. Clear-cut decision for the umpire. The bowler knows it. This is where his own height can sometimes be something he wouldn't like.
Oh, the pros and cons of being so tall.
Everything comes with advantages and the disadvantages. On this occasion, touch on the leg side and also the height. Coming back to the batters. Need not to panic at all.
One more time, but picked up. Read it as if it was a map that he created himself and sent it straight back.
Yeah, you can't blame the bowlers in such a small total. They have to look to pick up wickets and they have to take chances. And the batters will get opportunities where they can hit the ball. And this was certainly one of them. Mars picking this up. It was foolish in length, had the room to free his arms. And that's exactly what he did. Down the ground. The safest place to play the shot.
Followed him. One for you, one for me. One for you, one for me.
Well, there's certain rush in his mind to get more and more runs quickly. And this is how he batted in the first game. Scoring 96 of 54, playing all around the wicket, picking up the leg spinner, his googlies as well, hitting down the ground on most occasions. It was wonderful that day, and the best thing was his calmness throughout the innings, and that is what he requires right now for himself and his team.
He's a break, does Mars Sadakat after getting hurt. Has the third highest score so far in the DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars 2025. Of course, Vaibhav Suryavanshi eclipsing everyone with his 144 versus UAE. Habibur Rahman was so impressive against Hong Kong, China in 35 deliveries. He managed to get a century, and then Mars Sadakat was watchful at the start in that match because the wicket was a little tricky. Tricky today as well. The atmosphere is obviously hotting up as time goes on. We expected a full stadium, and that's what we've gotten. Fans from India, fans from Pakistan, cheering their team on, and that's what you want.
We're missing the Mexican wave down here. Probably, I think the majority is the Indian fans, and they're waiting for a couple of wickets to just pop out of these bucket seats and make some noise. At the moment, this no wicket column is keeping them quiet.
There's a bit of tension in their ranks, there is no doubt about it. Those wearing the green would be all smiles. While a slight break in play due to that previous delivery, but the action will ensue soon.
Mohammad Naeem on the other side has had a very good PSL, the last one. Using the pace, stabbing it down for a comfortable single, bringing Naeem onto the strike, who scored 400 runs in the PSL, striking at 160, and that is where he's gained this popularity of being a dasher up front. But sometimes you really think controlled aggression will yield him more runs, but that's the nature of the man. He likes to go after the bowlers.
It's a new avatar within T20 cricket, isn't it? From ball one, just go over the top, be as effective as you can in the power plays. We've seen that approach being deployed time and again. Risk reaps reward is the thought. Meanwhile, at the end of 3, it's 24 without loss.
Cage. Mayor sa masyal kayo, ha? Mayor sa masyal kung hindi mo eh.
Well, 113 required of 17 overs, but crucially enough, as Surya Sharma comes in within the power play and bowls it right in the block hole, is that Pakistani haven't lost a wicket yet.
Well, that is what is going to worry the Indian side most. Having no wickets for as long as possible, Pakistan can keep that, because they will keep trying to pick up wickets, and that is where the opportunities will come to score off. Because there is no other way India can win apart from picking up wickets and bowling Pakistan out.
Up in the air, it's got the elevation but doesn't have the distance. Fielded there, or that seems to be the indication.
I don't think that the batter, Ma Sadakat, on this occasion picked up the googly, because he went across the line. Or maybe the fielder in the ring encouraged him to go that side. But he's been lucky. The umpires would be checking whether the fielder pulled it back cleanly. Bowling well in the boundary line.
Just got stuck into the ground, didn't it? Yeah, just literally got stuck into the ground.
It looks that he's done well. Kept it to 2 only. No! Have we seen some other replay?
Seems like it. Absolutely seems like it. Mohammad Morshad Ali has had his work cut out today. This time he goes wide. This is definitely a boundary.
Short and wide, asking for trouble. Poor ball that. And Ma Sadakat waiting on it, putting it in the gap, giving Pakistan and himself another boundary. Pakistan moved to 32 for no loss. And the target remaining 105 to get. I think production are hiding angles from us.
Pick it up with those in power.
Well, the man who matters the most, I think he must have seen the other side. This one was well placed between the fielders, but it was there to be hit. Not a great delivery.
Similar, but perhaps a bit quicker. Feeding the bat.
Much quicker, a touch fuller, too close to cut.
What a start this has been from a Pakistani perspective though. Currently in cruise control. Interesting decision to get the likes of Surya Sharma to bowl within the power play. There is a fielder there at long off. Ramandeep. 4 overs done and dusted. 33 without loss, Pakistani. Similar trajectory so far, just 2 runs the difference, but India A had lost a wicket as well. Gurjapneet getting his third. Strays and strays, far and wide.
Understandably, the bowlers looking to pick up wickets, trying different things, trying to break through, but nothing of substance has happened so far. And the Pakistanis getting runs as a result of this wide delivery. India without a big Suryavanshi knock was different today in the field, and his presence definitely matters a lot for this Indian side.
This is what he's been trying. He's trying to follow and cramp Maaz Sadakat. That's the game plan.
Yeah, and you have observed it. Most of us have, but the batter seems in a different zone because he just needs to respond to the line. Maaz Sadakat, very stable base he usually has to generate power and play all around the ground. He's a very quick runner, has some very good attributes to his batting. He just needs to be around for his own sake and Pakistan.
This time he was ready. Did Gurjapneet become predictable in Maaz Sadakat's eyes? You can see the relief on his face.
Yeah, with this boundary, the target is under 100 now. 38 for no loss into the 5th over. This one was well struck. You could clearly make out that the bowler was trying to bring the ball back in. So he used the angle wonderfully. Well picked up by the batter.
Time for plan B. Yep, change in field.
You know, there's a mid-wicket, there's a deep square leg. So he'll be trying to bowl within the stumps, whatever. That would be India's plan. Let's see how Maaz reacts to that.
Back of the hand, slow delivery. Wow! He's crashed it into the side screen.
Wonderful. He's ahead of the game at the moment. He's outthinking the bowler and the Indian team. Knowing that those two fielders were on the leg side, he knew the length would be a touch short. And the slow one gave him the time to come down and slam it over mid-on for a 6. Great batting this. Needs to continue. 44 without loss. Halfway through the 5th over.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Things are crumbling and crumbling fast for India A.
Pressure telling on the bowler at the moment. Trying to put in the extra effort ball. Straying in line, and Jitesh behind the stumps had no chance to cover this up. 49 Pakistan. Still inside the 5th over.
It's as if Gurjapneet is trying to preempt Maaz Sadakat, trying to give himself room. And fell victim to his own ideas.
Even in a match like this, the process has to be followed. This one is much better. Good length, hitting it hard. And Mas Sadakat, he's got the boundaries now, 33 of 22. And this is how he's fared today. Flick on the leg side, a straight hit, a great one. Then this cut of a ball which was asking to be hit. This was a great shot, picked off from the stumps, and then this flat batted straight six. Showing his form.
That last shot was just brute force, wasn't it? Down the ground.
I think it was predictable length because of the field that he took.
Much better. Mas Sadakat did give himself room.
The idea was right. 50 up for Pakistan. An excellent opening partnership, keeping the pressure on the Indian side and take it off from themselves and the batters to come. In the 5th over still, 50 for no loss.
Yeah, he's taken command as Sadakat. Naeem has only scored 9 in this partnership. 34 of Sadakat's bat, but the extras have been adding up. There are already 17 runs in this over.
Jazz Jr., the head coach, he's won a few titles back home in the domestic circuit, and is somebody who gets along well with his boys, with young groups. And today, certainly, his team has done a wonderful job so far.
Quick single stolen. At the end of 5, Pakistani are scoring at a rate of knots. It's 51 without loss.
A brilliant reply so far by Pakistani. 51 for no loss after 5 overs. Sadakat, you just cannot keep him out of the game. Bowled well, caught well, fielded well, and now a blistering start of 34-23. Starting to attack, slow ball over mid-on. One bounce to the boundary. Trying to maximize the power play, that's for sure.
Well, the idea is right. You gotta have to go hard at the targets when they are a smaller target, because you don't want to get trapped. And this is what has so far happened. 2 sixes and 6 fours inside the first 6 overs. Following the batter, made room for himself. Mohammad Naeem, known for his aggressive style of batting, and starts the over with the boundary.
Pressure on the bowler, very first ball, it goes to a boundary. Be up. Nicely struck, but finds the fielder at mid-off. Yes, Thakur, I thought even the last delivery wasn't a bad delivery today, just a good delivery. But sometimes when the momentum is with the batsman, most of the occasions, especially in T20 cricket, it just goes with the momentum.
Absolutely, and that has brought down the equation to only 82 runs now required of 88 deliveries. Required run rate under 6. Courtesy brilliant opening partnership of 55.
On the up, and this is a brilliant catch. It is Namandir. Exactly what India wanted. A breakthrough somehow. They got it. Courtesy a brilliant catch by Namandir.
Well, the joy, the eruption from the crowd tells you. And this is the breakthrough that they were after. The opening partnership has been broken, and that has been for a brilliant catch. It is an amazing effort out there by Namandir. And once again, and bowled it full. It's a little link delivery and followed it nicely, kept his eye on it. Brilliant take, absolutely amazing.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That got the crowd going, the Indian side of it. 5 for 1, 9 gone for 14 of 10 deliveries.
Middle. Yes, go on, middle, son.
At number 3 for Pakistan, it's Yasir Khan. Had a decent start in the first game he played, 26 or 26. Yash Thakur with the wicket. Very good start, solid. Yasir, the single and gets off the mark.
Scored exactly at 100 strike rate, but look at that catch. These kind of catches give you the hope that yes, we can defend whatever may the total be. We can defend that. The crowd is enjoying it. The players bring the skill, but the fans bring the thunder. And did you hear the loud roar after that catch was taken?
I don't get the basics right for a longer period in India. If I understand, Sadakat has been in a different planet when it comes to hitting the ball. Just keep him quiet for a little while. Comes down the track. Finds the field extra cover. That was sweet timing.
He did make move for himself. Bowler Yash has just followed him, not allowing him to free his arm, and that is Yasir Khan. 48 matches to him, strike rate over 140. He's got a couple of hundreds, 450s with a best of 107. He's got the platform here at this DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars 2025. India A versus Pakistan A. Facing down 81 more runs in 85 deliveries.
Required rate under 6 runs per over. It will allow Yasir Khan to give some time in the middle, not go for any risky shots, and make it very easy in the end. 6 overs done, 57 for 1. Seven for 1 after 6 overs by Hemanta Botedu, the ex-Sri Lankan international. End of the power play. This is where it has to happen from India's side. Bring the spinners in and create the pressure. Some steady bowling, some consistent spin bowling. That should be the order of the day. Namandev, the off spinner. Oh, good start. Turn and bounce.
Yeah, well, at this stage they were not much behind. India A scored 50 inside the first 6 overs. And things started to collapse after the 9th over when Suryavanshi was out. So can India A do the same against Pakistan A?
River sweep. That's a shot and a half. I will probably consult the third umpire. Not too sure whether it's one bounce boundary or went all the way. But a brave stroke by Maaz Sadakat. Beaten in the previous delivery, genuinely. Straight away, no fear. Reverse hit. Waiting for the third umpire's confirmation here.
Well, you gotta have to appreciate the skill he has, with the courage and with the self-belief. And it is a very easy decision at the end of the day after so many difficult ones for the TV umpire. That should be adjudicated a maximum. Talk about the shot. That is absolutely outstanding. Know where the ball is going, so you go with it and you smash it for a maximum.
Going with the turn, wasn't against the turn. But certainly braveness by Maaz Sadakat, beg your pardon. What a tournament he's been having. Brilliant with the ball, both the games. Brilliant with the bat in the last game, and continuing his good form. Yash Thakur side midfield. And that will allow Sadakat to come back for the second run.
Now we'll keep him on the strike. Got to his 43 in no time. Look at that six once again. Just hitting it with the turn. And that'll allow it go all the way. Tells you the range of shots Maaz Sadakat has got.
On the leg side, and Jitesh Sharma misses it. Fine leg. He's chasing it, but he's not going to get there. Wide and goes to the boundary as well. Poor delivered by Naman.
Yeah, this is the second time 5 wides have been conceded early on. Gurchuk needs and conceding 5 wides. And this time around, Namandeep bowled it 2 away from the wicketkeeper. Couldn't stop that Jitesh behind the wicket. 5 extra runs have been conceded.
Beautifully bowled. Better length, better line. Talking about the previous stage today, of being consistent. That's what the spinners of Pakistan side in the middle overs did do. Al Masood, Sufyan Mukim, Maaz Sadakat kept on bowling on the right length and line. That was the difference. Comes down the track and lobsters it straight over the side screen. Probably the biggest of the DP World Asia Cup rising stars head down the ground.
If you're sitting on the couch, just relax a little further on. It is one of the shots of this tournament. What a shot that is. Came down the track and got to the length of the ball in a jiffy. And the next thing is it's smoked for a straight maximum.
Certainly Maaz Sadakat is in a hurry to finish things off. Into the pitch of the ball, and what a hit. It's always special. It passes the side screen, goes over the top. Sadakat on 49 of just the 30 deliveries. 3 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets to add. Strike rate of 163.3.
And when he came to bowl, the first over he bowled gave away 4 runs. The next over he bowled was a maiden and a wicket taking over. So that's where from the squeeze from the bowlers actually started. So with the ball, he was impactful. With the bat, he is destructive. Maaz Sadakat, what a tournament he is having. 96 unbeaten in the first match. 49 unbeaten, still out in the middle in the big clash of India A versus Pakistan A.
Is the angle coming over the wicket? Is there some back or is it leg by? Wait for the signal by Hemanta Buteju. No signal. That brings up Maaz Sadakat's half century in 31 deliveries. 7 overs done, 77 for 1. Summary so far, India A after being put into bat 136 and Pakistan A, they're cruising along 77 for 1 after 7. Need only 60 runs in 78 deliveries. Yuvraj Sharma into the attack straight away. A googly full driven down the ground for a single. Maaz Sadakat, that boy is special.
Yeah, hailing from Peshawar, in Pashto dialect they call it Peshawar. And coming from there, the boy from Peshawar scores an unbeaten 51 in this big clash. India A versus Pakistan A, get to his 5th half century. You will remember that for ages. What an innings, what a knock this has been.
Maaz Sadakat just last week won the Hong Kong Sixers as well for Pakistan. Well, they are also been part of the ACC Under-19 Asia Cup in 21, the 19 World Cup in 22. Prominent play in the PSL, National T20. So far, it has been magnificent. Playing the ball on his merit. Whenever the opportunity is offered to him, grab with both hands. Fast bowler, spinners, doesn't matter. That was a wicket. Naeem. But Sadakat, he's in a different planet. Toys. Toys a call. And it's more than a couple of runs. That's 4. Beswa Sharma bowls. If the batsman gets the timing right and the placement, there's always runs to be taken, especially if the pose.
And this is what we talked about today, the spinners bowling a little quicker. And look at that, it's going down the leg side, and the moment he put the bat to it, this was running down to the boundary for 4.
Brings up the 150th boundary. The DP World Men's Rising Stars Asia Cup. Again, big effort at short mid-wicket, just could not stop it.
This partnership has been cruising. 28 of 13, striking at more than 200. You only need another 4 runs. 54 of 75 at this stage now, courtesy this partnership. 28 unbeaten.
Googly. Who is the call by Mars, and a big effort. Very good effort. Certainly saved a couple of runs there. Probably the umpires in the middle will consult the third umpire just to check. But full marks for the effort by Asutosh.
Yeah, you need that. You need this effort in the field. And you gotta continue to show belief that you can come back into the match. Ashutosh giving 100% out in the field. The Shaheens are cruising, aren't they?
Ashutosh, who missed out with the bat, certainly making his presence felt in the field. The Shaheens are certainly cruising along. Fidai, India A side looking for a breakthrough. Not too sure what's the tactics going to be from Jitesh Sharma. This is where he got to be a bit brave. Only way India A is going to win this game by picking up 9 more wickets. So they got to be brave, at least get a slip in place. Or 5 fielders saving the boundary, get one of them in the circle. Just play with the batsman's mind. Play with the ego. Googly again. Top edge. Carpon says mine. Oh, and drops it. Oh. Vaibhav Suryavanshi at cover point in warm-ups will have to take 9 out of 10 times. He missed the sitter, the young boy.
It's the kind of day. Sadakat will take that. They needed a breakthrough. This was a very important stall. Shaheen's been cruising, needed a wicket, didn't read it right, was high in the air for taking. Vaibhav Suryavanshi just didn't settle underneath as comfortably, you would say, and at the end shelled that chance.
Got delivery to end the 8th over, 86th over. Need 51 of 72 deliveries. Shaheens are well under control. They are certainly flying high, the Shaheens. Harsh Dubey, the left arm spinner, into the attack. This is going to be interesting. Fidai, fasten your seat belts. Left arm spinner against Mars Sadakat. He's going to fancy his chances. He's certainly looking at his body language, his intent. He want to finish things as soon as possible. Harsh Dubey coming around the wicket. 4 fielders in the leg side, 5 in the offside. In the slot, way outside the off stump. Single towards long off.
And where Maas Sadakat comes from, he's got that in his DNA. He's not going to hold back. You know, some familiar names. Let's have a look at that drop chance. I think he didn't settle underneath nicely. Maas Sadakat, this is the second time he's been dropped, but the first one was very tough chance.
What I liked about after the catch was dropped, the young boy was on his knees to show what to react with. Captain, all the fielders in a ring, even some of the fielders from the boundary line came to console him. That's a team game. Anyone on a particular day can drop a catch. Young boy just can feel what he's going through. In young career, there'll be plenty of ups and downs. It's all about how you come back. That makes you the difference of a boy to a man.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talking about how things fell apart for India were that they lost 8 wickets for 45 runs, and they were cruising along at one stage. At 9.3, they were 91 for 2. Shaheens are at this stage 87 for 1. And this one is running down to the boundary outside edge. This is a wonderful partnership. The skipper Irfan looks pretty relaxed.
Any other day, outside edge with a slip in place would have carried to the slip field. Not today. Everything going towards Shaheen's way. They are certainly flying high. Genuine outside edge, almost catching eye, but way far away from the slip fielder. Beautifully bowled by Harsh Dubey. Lovely length, hit of turn, into the gap for a boundary. Solidly played by Yasir. Nice high elbow for a single. Would have made Salman Bat happy. A nice high elbow being a coach.
Or he is pretty happy seeing how Shaheens have performed here. It has been a good display of sportsmanship with the field, with the ball, with the bat.
Single to end the 9th over. 93 for 1. Googly, and deep mid wicket fielder takes it. A tag team effort. The long on fielder takes it at last. Nehal Vadera. Pretty sure the umpires will consult the third umpire. That's close to the boundary cushions. The batsman not willing to walk away. The umpires are going upstairs.
The third umpire is having his day cut off with a lot of work. Having a lot of decisions referred to the TV umpire to make, one more in the process. Sriyash once again creating that opportunity. Remember, off his bowling, he was dropped in the previous over. This time around, Maas Sadakat takes him on, hits it all the way down to the deep mid-wicket region. Does well, sends the ball out of his hand into the hand of the other fielder. Nehal Vadera does it in partnership with Namandeep.
A take above Nehal Vadera. That's a magnificent effort. Had the presence of mind to know exactly where the boundary rope was. Touch and go, touch and go. Releases it, goes out of the park. The fielder who's at long on infield takes the catch. Namandeep. That's a tag team effort. Absolutely brilliant by India A. Wanted something special. I think they've got something special, courtesy Nehal Vadera. The umpire want to go entire motions, entire angles, just to make sure. Important phase of the game.
TV umpire taking his time and just making sure everything is done correctly. and keeping a look at the details. But what a catch this is, the presence of mind from the second fielder to get there.
Morshid Ali from Bangladesh, he's been having a good game. A tough one too. Never easy. India A, Pakistan again, so much emotions going around. Certainly he's taking his time. Want to get it absolutely correct. As we wait for the confirmation from Morshid Ali, I think the message to the umpires in the middle, Hemant Botejo and Mehmood Khan. We want to have another look. Is that what we are hearing? Certainly taking a lot of time. Important occasion in the game. They need a wicket. Srini Alvadera, we think, has taken it cleanly. The umpires and the third umpire yet to confirm the decision for us.
They have in development, so let's look at how the new rules work, and we have some work for the TV umpire to do. We're waiting for decision, and it is not out because as per the rule, I believe it is, the fielder had to be inside the field of play.
The batsman thought his out is almost off, and the next batsman at number 4 is ready to take his guard. It's all happening at the Western Park in Doha. Mas Sadakat just a couple of feet away from the boundary rope. He wants to step out. He thought he's out. The number 4 batter in the middle, ready to take his guard. The decision has been made by the third umpire, and he says it's not out. So it's probably should be a call, a 6 as well. The fielders and the captain of India is not happy with the decision. That is all about, once the umpires has made the decision, it has to be the final decision.
Yeah, the new rule implemented by the MCC and International Cricket Council bans bunny hop boundary catches where a fielder juggles the ball multiple times in the air outside the boundary rope before completing the catch.
Clearly the dugout, the players in the middle not happy with the decision. Okay, Sharma, his body language as he's got animated. All happening. It's all happening. Next batter was in the middle, ready to take guard. Mas Sadakat ready to walk out of the park. Umpire, especially the third umpire, Morshid Ali from Bangladesh, he has made the decision. We've got to get on with things now. Once a decision has been made, that's the final decision.
Yeah, well, it certainly doesn't look happy at the India A side, not understanding what is happening out in the middle. There can be questions raised, and there has been discussion. Remember, it has been adjudicated not out. Mas Sadakat has walked back out in the middle because he initially had thought that he was out. Initially, he had thought that the catch was taken. Even the other batter had come and taken his guard, and there has been a heated discussion going on.
Always there will be drama when India and Pakistan plays. No short of drama in this occasion. If it's not been given out, should be a 6. On-field umpire, Hemant Boteja, the square umpires, and Mehmood Khan from Afghanistan at the bowlers, and it should signal a 6 if that's been given not out. Ready for the confirmation. This was a close call. Right in the hitting angle. Googly, good pickup, decent timing. Alvadera was excellent in my opinion. He had the presence of mind. Also checking whether the batsmen have crossed for a single. What the third umpire is going through. I don't think that none of the batters did cross the par and went and crease. So interesting decision coming up. Been called or not out. The umpires feel that the field had touched the boundary rope. It's all happening. It is all happening. So many confusion, or so much confusion going around. Still, the discussion between the Indian players and the umpires continue.
And I'm sure fans would be very much surprised at the decision, but I tell you, there are always new developments, there are always new rules in play. ICC continue to introduce new rules to facilitate this game as good as it can. There has been discussion with the umpire.
Finally, sanity prevails and we continue. Just got the confirmation from third umpire Morshad Ali. In the last delivery, there was no run given to the batters.
Well, the important thing for Shaheen is that Maaz Sadakat is still out in the middle. Has been adjudicated not out based on the new rules, and he will continue to bat. His need of another 43 of 64 for Shaheens to register their victory against India A.
In the air, Jitesh Sharma, the wicketkeeper, says mine. Collision, but takes it. Yash Thakur held its cool at mid-wicket. It takes a good one. Jitesh Sharma did the right thing. He's the one with the gloves. He should have gone for it. But Yash Thakur was brave and takes a good catch.
Well, Suresh is not giving up. He continues to create chances. This time around, finally held on to it. And held on to it in some style. Jitesh Sharma with the man. The man with the gloves ran, but Yash was there, settling underneath nicely. Good it is that they, at the end, were able to hold on to the catch.
Brilliant catch. Absolutely brilliant. Yash Thakur was positive. He probably corner of your eyes. He saw Jitesh Sharma sprinting in. Kept cool. Shashid Khan gone for 11. Shaheens 94 for 2. It's also time for some drinks.
रानी ये नहीं जानती कि उसे खतरा बाहर से कम भीतर से ज्यादा है।
बिहार के सबसे युवा सीएम बनेंगे।
हमारे जीते जी जय बिहार का सीएम नहीं बन सकता।
पीएम की कुर्सी से गिराने वाली अगर कोई है तो वो केवल रानी भारती ही हैं।
उन्ना बड़ा कर रही है गवार।
जवाब तो देना ही पड़ेगा।
देखिए महारानी सीजन 4 सोनी लिव पर। Legends assemble. Rising stars align. And the battle ignites on Sooni Lane as Europe's elite will clash in the qualifiers and witness the final shot for Ronaldo chasing his last World Cup dream. Watch European qualifiers match day 9 and 10 live on Sooni Live.
बंगाल पीपल्स फ्रंट की नेशनल एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी ने सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से अपना सपोर्ट वापस लेने का डिसीजन लिया है।
Who's our best chance, Murad?
Only one person, sir.
Mr. Prime Minister, your proposal is rejected.
I will not allow people walking over me without repercussion.
Jega.
देखिए महारानी सीजन 4 सोनी लिव पर। Legends assemble. Rising stars align. And the battle ignites on Sooni Lane as Europe's elite will clash in the qualifiers and witness the final shot for Ronaldo chasing his last World Cup dream. Watch European qualifiers match day 9 and 10 live on Sooni Live.
This is India A. They need 43 of 63 balls. A lot of drama happening here in Qatar, Doha. We have to continue. Googly. Will it reach the fans?
It does. Has to confirm whether it hit the bat or not. The pressure's been released.
Doesn't really matter whether it's a bat or not. 4 runs for Shaheens. That is what they need, because this is the stage where the India A started falling like pins. They were 91 for 2 after 9.3 overs. Wrong line, so you should be disappointed. You've got fielders there, but you've got to bowl those googlies from outside the off stump to get wicket.
Again, good to see some pressure being employed to the Shaheen's batters. Fielders surrounding the batter. A short leg slip, short leg, and slip as well.
Now the India captain has realized there's only one way of winning this game is by getting wickets. That was a bad shot. That wasn't required at all. You just need 38 runs of 61 deliveries. If you play a shot like that, you can get your team into trouble, because this is a kind of a surface. You lose one, you could lose 2, 3 in a go, and then that would be pressure. That's good running. Good running. 100 up for Shaheens. Ran the first one hard. Put pressure on the fielder. .36 needed of 10 overs. 101 for 2. Middle.
Harsh to bowl his second over. Pike on strike. Inside the edge. All of a sudden, India A are trying to create that pressure.
That is what you need to do, basically. That's the only way out for India A. Put pressure, try and get wickets. You've got a slip in place. There's a short leg there. Putting a little flat, Harsh, who had a very good first-class season last year, got more than 65 wickets. This is an opportunity to grab, to get wickets, remind the selectors that you're ready for international cricket. Mohammad Paik, 9th game for him. Look at that strike rate. Has scored 422 runs with 250s and 200s. 193 the strike rate.
There goes a fielder at deep mid-wicket. Fielder at deep square leg as well. Fine leg inside the circle. Flighted delivery. Eyeing that block hole, but nicely played as well. Mas Sadakat, he's a serious talent.
Serious? Very serious talent. He can bowl as well. The 2 games that he's played, he's bowled 3 overs, given away 14 runs in the first game against Oman, got 2 wickets. Today he bowled 3 overs to 12 runs, 2 wickets, scored that 96 in the first game. That was against a weaker bowling attack, but this one will count in a difficult situation. He's batting on 60 of just 40 deliveries. He's just got to say, he has to think that he is going to finish the game for Shaheens. This is what will count more in the mind of the selectors. I think he's ready. He's ready to play for Pakistan.
Yeah, more importantly, has shown good calmness. This big contest. Pressure doesn't break diamonds, it creates them.
Oh, where have you been, Maza?
It's been a good over from Harsh. There's 4 coming from it, but they need wickets. 1 and probably 4 more. But they're checking the no ball. Hot run as well. India A were 97 for 3 at this stage. And all of a sudden, things changed dramatically for them. They lost 8 wickets for 45 runs in the next 57 balls.
The line belongs to the umpire. Now, does the TV umpire want to see another angle? He's getting another angle. This will give him a better picture. It's inside. It's fine. That's fine. Well, let's see what the TV umpire says on that. He's changed his decision. 2 runs for fact.
Single to end the over. 5 coming from it. Shaheen's 106 for 2. That's the Group B fixtures. India A taking on Shaheen's, and Shaheen's will take on UAE on 18th of November. India will take on Oman. And down the leg side, given as wide.
Look to get wickets, Suyash. Got an opportunity. Get wickets here. Vaibhav Suryavanshi. What a talent he is. At 14. Hits the ball hard.
And bowled a lot quicker. Rather trying to go hard at it, he should have used the pace of the bowler.
That's a happy camp. But still tense. They know a couple of wickets from here could put pressure on them. I really don't understand that leg slip fielder. You should be standing in slips. Even if you're bowling googlies, or you're more confident about bowling your googlies, you still have a fielder at slips. Otherwise, you'll try to bowl on the legs and you'll start drifting down the leg side.
Idea was to pitch the ball in the middle stump for that googly. Single taken. Brings Mas Sadakat on strike. Was the second highest run scorer in the recently concluded Quaid-e-Azam Trophy, scoring 646 runs at an average of 64.
Yeah, he's serious talent. There is no doubt about it. I was watching him when we were going to do the pitch report in the afternoon with Salman. The way he practices, it's as if he's in that match zone. That's a 6. That's beautifully timed. Sadakat, he's been there for a long time. He knows exactly about the pace and the bounce in this surface.
For every player, there's a day when the noise becomes applause. Mas Sadakat is taking on India A inside.
He's a confident lad as well. Brilliant fielder too.